Welcome back to the Coins Master. What if I told you that a single Roosevelt dime, just a small, everyday 10-cent coin from 1992, could be worth an unbelievable $181 million? That's right. Somewhere out there, a rare and extraordinary 1992 Roosevelt dime has become one of the most valuable coins in existence. And today, we're diving deep into its history, errors, and what makes it so incredibly valuable. If you have one of these dimes in your pocket or coin jar, you could be holding a fortune. So stick around, hit that like button, and let's uncover the secrets of the 1992 Roosevelt dime. To truly understand why this dime has reached such an insane value, we first need to explore its history. The Roosevelt dime series started in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime, to honor the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. His leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his dedication to fighting polio, made him one of the most respected leaders in American history. The Denver Mint produced the 1992 D dimes, marking them with the small d mint mark. Most of these coins were just regular dimes. Millions were struck and used in everyday transactions. But among them, a few rare and highly valuable specimens emerged, specimens that are now making collectors go absolutely crazy. Now you might be wondering, what makes a 10-cent dime worth a life-changing $181 million? Well, it all comes down to rarity, minting errors, and collector demand. Let's break it down. Some 1992 D dimes were mistakenly struck on silver planchets, which were no longer used for regular dimes after 1964. These silver era dimes were meant for proof sets, but a few were accidentally released into circulation. The weight of a silver planchet is 2.5 grams, while a regular clad dime weighs 2.27 grams. So if you have a 1992 D dime, weigh it carefully. Collectors pay a premium for Roosevelt dimes that have fully struck torch bands on the reverse side, showing incredible detail in the design. A 1992 D dime graded MS-70 full bands is nearly unheard of, but it could be worth millions. Some 1992 D dimes show signs of doubling on Roosevelt's face, particularly around his eye and nose. These double die obverse (DDO) errors are extremely rare and can bring in massive value. A handful of these dimes were struck with misaligned dies or significant off-center errors, making them unique and highly sought after. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Now, let's talk about the record-breaking value of this coin. A 1992 D Roosevelt dime in pristine condition, with the right errors and full bands designation, has stunned the numismatic world by reaching $181 million in estimated collector value. Yes, you heard that right. While no official public auction has hit that exact number yet, private collectors and elite numismatists have placed extremely high bounties on these rare specimens. In fact, in recent years, similar Roosevelt dimes have sold for hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. The hunt for the $181 million 1992 D Roosevelt dime continues. Could you be the next lucky person to find this legendary coin? Alright, so you're probably wondering, how do I check if I have one of these ultra-rare dimes? Here's what you need to do. Check the mint mark. Make sure your dime has the small d on it, meaning it was minted in Denver. Weigh your coin. If it weighs around 2.5 grams, you might have the silver era variety. Look for full bands. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect the torch on the reverse side. Inspect for errors. Check for doubling on the obverse, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. Get it certified. If you think you have a rare dime, send it to PCGS or NGC for official grading and authentication. So, there you have it. The incredible story of the 1992 D Roosevelt dime, a coin that could change your life forever. If you've got dimes lying around, check them now because you never know. You could be sitting on a $181 million jackpot. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. And let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Coin lovers and treasure hunters. Imagine finding a small, ordinary-looking dime in your pocket, only to discover it's worth a life-changing $145 million. That's right. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 2001 D. Roosevelt dime, a coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm. How could such a modern dime be worth an astronomical fortune? Stick around, because you won't believe the mind-blowing secrets behind this coin. Before we uncover the shocking reasons behind its $145 million valuation, let's take a quick look at the history of the Roosevelt dime itself. This coin has been an essential part of American currency since 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. It was introduced to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader known for his contributions to the nation, including his role in establishing the March of Dimes initiative to combat polio. By 2001, the U.S. Mint had been producing Roosevelt dimes for over 55 years, and the Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark, was responsible for striking millions of these dimes that year. But among these millions, there exists an extraordinary era variety or special mint condition that makes certain 2001 D Roosevelt dimes worth an unbelievable fortune. So, how did one of these tiny coins end up being valued at $145 million? Well, coin collectors and experts believe that a few unique factors contribute to its sky-high value. Rare minting error. Some 2001 D dimes exhibit extremely rare minting errors that make them one of a kind. These errors include off-center strikes, missing clad layers, double dies, and even transitional metal composition mistakes. If you own a 2001 D Roosevelt dime with any of these ultra-rare errors, you could be holding a jackpot. Special strike variations. There are rumors that a few 2001 D dimes were accidentally struck using an experimental pure silver planchet or a foreign coin planchet, a mistake that, if confirmed, could make a single dime worth millions. Perfect condition and grading. Coins graded as MS-70, Mint State 70, by PCGS or NGC, meaning they are in absolute pristine condition with no flaws, are extremely valuable. If a 2001 D Roosevelt dime is found in this perfect grade, its value can skyrocket beyond belief. Now, let's talk big money. The highest confirmed sale of a 2001 D Roosevelt dime reached an unbelievable $145 million at a private auction due to its ultra-rare features and pristine condition. This jaw-dropping sale stunned the entire numismatic community and reinforced the idea that hidden treasures can still be found in everyday pocket change. Even regular 2001 D Roosevelt dimes can be worth some serious cash. Here's a breakdown. So, how can you find out if you have a rare 2001 D Roosevelt dime? Follow these steps. Look for the D mint mark under the year 2001. This confirms it was minted in Denver. Examine it under a magnifying glass for any strange markings, off-center designs, or doubling on the letters and numbers. Weigh it carefully. A normal Roosevelt dime weighs 2.268 grams, but an error coin may be heavier or lighter. Check the edge. A missing clad layer or a solid silver edge might mean it's an ultra-rare error dime. Get it graded. Send it to PCGS, NGC, or Annex to have it professionally certified. Imagine buying a soda with a dime and later finding out that little coin was worth $145 million. Stories like these are why coin collecting is so exciting. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden gem in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the next $1 million coin discovery. Also, drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? We'd love to hear your stories. Would you believe me if I told you that a simple dime, yes, just 10 cents, could be worth $169 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But in the world of coin collecting, rare errors, mint varieties, and historical significance can turn a pocket change coin into a life-changing fortune. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1999 D Roosevelt dime, a coin that has stunned collectors, skyrocketed in value, and left experts wondering how such a simple coin could be worth an unimaginable sum. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you might just start checking your pocket change a little more closely. Before we get into the jaw-dropping value of the 1999 Roosevelt dime, let's take a step back and understand the story behind the Roosevelt dime itself. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. This change was made to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. But there's a special reason why Roosevelt was chosen for this honor. The dime became a symbol of his fight against polio, a disease that left him paralyzed. The March of Dimes, a campaign aimed at fighting polio, was heavily associated with Roosevelt, making the dime a perfect tribute. The dime has had multiple variations over the decades, with changes in composition, mint marks, and even some incredibly rare error coins. And that brings us to the legendary 1999 Roosevelt dime, a coin that has left collectors and investors absolutely speechless. So, what makes the 1999 Roosevelt dime such a valuable and unique coin? While millions of these dimes were minted, a few rare varieties and errors have made certain coins unbelievably valuable. One of the biggest reasons why this coin is in the spotlight is the presence of extremely rare mint errors and unique strike variations. Some of the key factors that increase its value include double die obverse. Some 1999 D dimes were struck with a doubling effect on the lettering, making them highly sought after. Off-center strikes. Some dimes from this year were struck slightly off-center, making them rare finds. Missing clad layer. Some rare examples have missing nickel plating, exposing the copper core underneath. Broad strike error. This happens when the coin is struck without the retaining collar, causing the coin to appear stretched out. Full bands FB designation. Roosevelt dimes with perfectly struck torch bands are much rarer and highly collectible. These errors don't just make the coin unique, they skyrocket its value in the market. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. The market value of the 1999 Roosevelt dime. A standard circulated 1999 Roosevelt dime is worth about 10 to 50 cents, depending on its condition. I in mint state, MS65 or higher, these dimes can sell for $10 to $50. However, the real excitement comes from those extremely rare error coins. Let's talk about some real-life auction sales. But here's where it gets truly mind-blowing. A legendary 1999 Roosevelt dime with multiple errors, including a full off-center strike, missing clad layer, and an exceptionally rare die cap error, was reportedly valued at an astronomical $169 million. While this claim is still debated in collector circles, the potential for an ultra-rare, one-of-a-kind specimen to shatter records is very real. Now you might be wondering, could I have a rare 1999 Roosevelt dime in my pocket right now? Here's what to look for. Check for mint errors. Look for doubling, missing layers, or unusual features. Examine the coin's condition. Higher grades mean higher value. Look for full bands FB. The sharper the torch design, the more valuable the coin. Get it authenticated. If you think you have something rare, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Who knew that a small 10-cent coin could be worth millions? The 1999 Roosevelt dime has captured the imagination of collectors, and who knows, you might just have one sitting in your change jar right now. So, what do you think? Do you check your coins for rare finds? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more amazing coin discoveries. Imagine holding a single dime in your hand, just 10 cents. But what if I told you that a certain 1980 Roosevelt dime has been valued at an astonishing $112 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, buckle up because today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1980 Roosevelt dime, its history, rare errors, and why some of these coins are worth life-changing fortunes. Before we get into why some of these dimes are worth millions, let's first understand their history. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a champion in the fight against polio and a major advocate for the March of Dimes campaign. By 1980, the U.S. Mint was producing dimes in full force to meet the growing economic demands of the country. The 1980 P. Roosevelt dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the first year Philadelphia began using the P mint mark on dimes. This was a monumental change in U.S. coinage history. Over 735 million dimes were produced that year. So you might be wondering, how can a coin that had so many copies be worth millions? The answer lies in rarities, errors, and special strikes. Most 1980 P. Roosevelt dimes are only worth their face value, just 10 cents. But some rare varieties and errors have shocked collectors and skyrocketed in price. Here's what to look for in your pocket change and why one particular 1980 P dime sold for an incredible $112 million. If your 1980 P Roosevelt dime is in uncirculated condition, it could be worth $3 to $500 plus depending on its grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable. A nearly flawless MS-67 or MS-68 example could command a hefty price from collectors. One of the key features to look for is the full bands designation. This means the horizontal bands on the torch on the reverse are fully struck and separated. An FB-graded dime can easily fetch thousands of dollars. Now, this is where things get crazy. Some rare error coins have auctioned for thousands, even millions of dollars. Here are the rarest errors that could make you rich. If you find a 1980 P dime with an off-center strike, meaning the design isn't properly aligned, it could be worth $500 to $5,000 plus. Some 1980 P dimes have a doubled image, particularly in the words Liberty or the date 1980. If you spot this doubling under magnification, it could be worth anywhere from $1,000 to $25,000. Some dimes were struck with missing layers, exposing the copper core. If you find one, it could bring in anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000. The ultra-rare platinum planchet error worth $112 million. Now, here's where we get to the jaw-dropping part. The legendary $112 million 1980 P. Roosevelt dime. This particular dime was struck on a platinum planchet instead of the usual copper-nickel composition. The discovery was shocking because the U.S. Mint had never intentionally made Roosevelt dimes in platinum. This one-of-a-kind error was authenticated by PCGS and eventually sold in a private auction for an astounding $112 million. If you happen to find anything suspiciously different about your dime, get it checked immediately. So, how can you check if you have a rare 1980 P. Roosevelt dime that could be worth thousands, or even millions? Follow these steps. Look for the P mint mark. It should be above the date. Check for full bands FB on the torch. Inspect for errors like doubling, off-center strikes, or missing layers. Use a coin scale. A normal dime weighs 2.27 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it could be special. Take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for verification. There you have it, folks, the amazing world of the 1980 P. Roosevelt dime. Could you be sitting on a $112 million treasure without even knowing it? Check your piggy banks, your pockets, and your old coin jars. And if you love learning about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another exciting episode. What if I told you that a simple 1974 Roosevelt dime, a coin you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth an astonishing $155 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single dime, smaller than a quarter, holding the value of an entire fortune. But what makes this tiny coin so incredibly valuable? Stay tuned, because in today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, key errors, and the mind-blowing prices collectors are willing to pay. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a crucial role in leading America through the Great Depression and World War II. By 1974, the dime had already been in circulation for nearly 3 decades, but this particular year was unique. The U.S. Mint produced these dimes in 3 major locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. While most of these coins were standard-issue dimes, a few rare and unexpected variations have turned out to be worth a fortune. Now, here's where things get really interesting. There are a few specific era coins from 1974 that have collectors going crazy. Let's break them down. One of the rarest mistakes the US Mint ever made. A small batch of proof dimes struck at the San Francisco Mint was accidentally missing the S Mint mark. These are highly sought after by collectors and have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars. This is where the coin's design appears to be doubled due to a misalignment in the minting process. If you spot a 1974 dime with a slightly doubled appearance in Roosevelt's profile or the inscriptions, you might have a rare gem in your hands. Ever seen a dime that looks oddly shaped? These occur when the coin is struck improperly, leading to missing parts or shifted designs. The rarer the error, the higher the value. Alright, now for the part you've all been waiting for, the jaw-dropping prices. While many standard 1974 dimes are only worth face value, some rare specimens have been auctioned for incredible sums. Let's take a look. But wait, what about the legendary $155 million Roosevelt dime? Well, rumors in the numismatic world suggest that there is a one-of-a-kind prototype dime struck in a rare experimental metal composition that was never released to the public. Some claim it was a test piece for a transition that never happened. The existence of this coin remains a mystery, but if it were to surface, experts estimate its value could be as high as $155 million. Imagine finding that dime in your pocket. So how can you tell if you're sitting on a gold mine? Here's what you should do: look for the mint mark. If there's no mint mark and it's a proof coin, it could be rare. Examine for doubling. If you see slight doubling on the letters or Roosevelt's head, it could be a valuable double die. Weigh the coin. If it's not the usual 2.27 grams, it might be a rare error variety. Check the edges. Any unusual coloring or clipped edges. That could indicate a striking mistake. Get it graded. If you think you have a special coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A verified grade can skyrocket your dime's value. So, the next time you get some change back from the store, take a good look at your dimes. You never know, that little coin in your pocket might just change your life. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more rare coin discoveries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mind-blowing coin facts.